Little exposure here off my left. Not too bad. The trail has enough of a shelf. When I'm on something like this, I'm trying to shift weight to my downhill, the outside peg. That would be like my left peg. I want to put more weight on that left peg. Seems counterintuitive, but you want to weight the downhill peg as much as you can, and that helps the tires to bite into the hill. You're supposed to lean the bike away from the hill. I'm horrible at it. That's the idea. I'm in a full body sweat from dragging the bike up and down around things. Like every square inch of me has got perspiration. And now that the speed has picked up just a touch, feels good. I'm wearing Climb Mojave gear right here. Oh my gosh. You're steep, aren't you? Steep and loose. This Climb Mojave gear is vented. As good as any gear I've ever had. And it's freaking durable too. That's why I wear it mostly exclusively on off-road stuff, as I can fall, take diggers, which I've done today. Had the bike on top of me against rocks and trees with the bike on top of me. And this gear just does its job. Keeps me good. I'm using both front and rear standing up attack position, and this is mother brother steep, in case you're wondering. Got the clutch all the way in. I like to keep the bike running when I'm going downhill like this, just because every once in a while you'll have something where you need to just pop a little blip of power to kind of get yourself back into shape, you know? So ideally I'll keep the bike running. Click up just a second now so that I can let the clutch out like that, and then just let it start pulling me along. So now I'm clutch out. I'm not really dragging. I don't love to drag for a long time against the motor, so I'll clutch back in. I don't like to use engine braking on really any of the bikes. There isn't a whole lot of engine braking on a two-stroke anyway, and I don't love it. Just pulling more fuel or RPMs going up higher for a sustained period of time. I don't love that idea while my throttle isn't open, because then I'm not getting as much oil down into the cylinder as maybe it might need, and into the crankcase, punch down into first. So I don't do a lot of engine braking. A little is fine, just not excessive. This is like a sustained downhill for frickin' 10 minutes, so I'm not just gonna drag on it like a lot of people would do on a 4-stroke. And then when I do get on a 4-stroke, I don't do a lot of engine braking either. And the big reason is because I want to be able to switch and transition. I can nearly guarantee you the next time I'll be on a bike, it'll be a 4-stroke. And then after the 4-stroke, I'll probably be back on a 2-stroke. It's just kind of how things go a lot of times with me. And so I don't want to be locked in on one style. And in order to facilitate that, I've adjusted my riding so I don't really use engine braking. The brakes are for slowing me down, the engine's for speeding me up. And just makes the transition for me a lot easier. Now I know a lot of people don't do that. They love to engine brake on their 4-stroke, and okay, not as big of a deal on a 4-stroke because you have separate oil lubricating your engine and you know, the piston and the rings and all that stuff. You've got dedicated oil doing that, so yeah, you can engine brake all you want. On this, my gear oil is only lubing my transmission and my clutch. It's not lubing the bottom end of the motor or the top end of the motor. That's coming through oil injection through the fuel. Starting to open up a little bit more, and I can't really see very far in front of me. These rocks will come out and get you. Because there's so many loose rocks. It's all loose rocks. And they're all like irregular, weird shapes, like those. So you bounce down through them. Pick a line that works. It's amazing. It's amazing how fast, I thought that was a person or a dog. It's amazing how fast our brains react. It's always a ton of fun to find a new trail. You know, I ride a lot in Utah and Idaho, teeny little bit in Arizona, and you know, if you know where to look and you know who to ask and you're always just keeping your eyes open, you can find new stuff like all the time. It's a lot of fun.